What's up and welcome guys, and today I have come to visit beautiful Srimangal. I will be staying in Srimangal for 2 days, and during my stay I will be visiting amazing 5-star resort Grand Sultan and also Sreemangal Zoo. And in this video I'll be sharing with you my complete 2-day trip, so sit back and enjoy. So previously on Ibrahim's Food and Travel, went to a train station, caught a train from Sylhet. Journey took 2.5 hours long, and I saw some crazy things and done some wild things, and now I'm finally at Srimangal. As you know from the intro, I will be staying here for 2 days, and first thing first, I need to buy my return tickets from Srimangal to Sylhet. Just got to the counter, and I just hope I don't find someone like last time at the counter. You'll be happy to know nothing strange took place at the counter this time, but truth be told, I wanted something weird to take place. As let's face it, life's a lot more interesting when abnormal things take place. Cabins are all booked out, so I had to buy 2 first-class seats. The funny part of it is I asked the guy if I had to buy a ticket for a child, and the guy laughed and said, "Of course you do." And then the guy goes, "You're meant to buy it, but don't worry, no one buys a ticket for a child in Bangladesh." Feeling so happy. Not because I saved money on my son's ticket, but because I'm gonna have a Mishti pan. You know what? I really have become addicted to Mishti fan. I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I go back to UK and can't find any fan stands. Probably something like this. Anyway, we'll see what happens when I get back to UK. For the time being, let me enjoy this Mishti fan.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Just got on a rickshaw and I don't have a clue where this Grand Sultan is, nor do I know where the zoo is. But that's me. I'm a daredevil, don't fear anything. That was my wife, by the way. Now my hotel is meant to be really close to the train station as I googled it, and it's 11 o'clock now, and checking in is meant to be at 12 o'clock, so we got here a bit early. I had 1 hour to spare and I was actually feeling quite hungry, so I decided to go and get a bite to eat. So something weird took place. Went into Bonaful and asked for a few burgers, and the guy took me to the fridge and showed me freshly made frozen burgers. By the way, you're seeing please stand by, as well, I didn't record enough footage. I guess these type of things happen when you're on the path to becoming a YouTube star. Fast minute bade. As you can see, Sreemangal is no different to Sylhet town, as it's just as busy. By the way, the reason it's so busy is mainly because the hotel I chose is right in the middle of Sreemangal town centre. One plus point about coming to Sreemangal is all the famous restaurants of Sylhet such as Panchi, Pachpai, they all have branches in Sreemangal too. And this rickshaw driver is looking at me thinking, these bloody foreigners, they really do record any and everything. Anyway, luckily I found the famous Pachpai restaurant, or I would have went back and had the frozen burgers from Bonaful. Showing off my camera zoom quality again, and let's just check both sides of the road as it's Bangladesh, don't want to get run over. Baro second bade. Now Pachpai restaurant of Sylhet is huge, but this branch in Srimangal is quite small. And as you can see, this guy on the left is studying very hard for his GCSEs. I have to say, it really is difficult recording footage in public, and as you can see, this guy is looking at me thinking, yes, I know everyone knows how a roti is made, but I set myself a new challenge of trying to see if I can make this video at least 30 minutes long. Will I be successful in this challenge? Watch till the end and find out, and don't forget to press like. Okay, let's speed things up. That's the oil. That's the dough. That's him rolling the dough. Onto the pan. And let's go to eat. It was really strange, as after sitting down I asked the waiter what's there to eat, and he said only chicken or beef biryani. I guess it must have been because it's so early in the day. As you can see, I went for chicken biryani, and it's Bangladesh, so chili, lemon, cucumber comes with every order. Chicken biryani in Bangladesh is so different to UK, and as you can see, in Bangladesh chicken biryani comes with a boiled egg, a piece of chicken, a very small piece in this case, and a little bit of curry sauce or jewel, shira, whatever you want to call it. মাত্র কয়েক মিনিট বাদে. So the food was average at best, but the tea was really nice, and the bill came to only 240 taka, and that was for 2 chicken biryanis and 2 cups of tea. Anyway, only got 20 minutes left before I can check into the hotel, so let's get going. Don't really know where my hotel is, but after a lot of walking and asking a lot of people, I finally found it. Here it is, T-Town Rest House. Now I found this hotel on Google, but I didn't realize the hotel would be in front of such a busy place. But looking at it from the outside, I have to say the hotel does look decent. So the hotel's got a fruit shop downstairs. No use to me, I wish he had a pound stand instead. I really should have done some research before booking this hotel, as I just found out the hotel itself is actually on the 3rd floor. Let's just hope the rooms are in good condition. Once I got to the reception, there was no one there, but I have to say I was really impressed as the reception itself was in really good condition. I wonder what Chef Ramsay would say if he was in my position.
I've never seen a hotel, an inn, in such disarray.
Look at the crap in here. What is that? Oh, come on. Smell that! Smell it! I mean, honestly, smell it! You should be ashamed of yourself. You French pig! When was the last time you looked in it? Ground beef! It's fatter than you! It's disgusting! We've got a head chef. The mouldy lambones? So in denial. You need therapy. Oh, come on.
Because how dare you?
You French pig!
It's a mess. You're right. There's no structure.
You French pig! Shut the place down.
Eventually,
The amount of details the guy took of me was unbelievable. Anyway, got my keys, so let's go and check out my room. So just got into the room. It's got a bed, so looking promising. The room also had a TV, a single sofa, a working fan, small table, and a cupboard. And no, the hotel didn't provide me with a bottle of water and Sprite. This is all staged, I've been in here before. Anyway, let's go and check out what the view is like from the 4th floor. Well, it's not the best view in the world, but at the same time it's not the worst. But for 1200 taka per night, I can't really complain. And now, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm reviewing this hotel, so I have to show you everything. So it's looking nice and clean and has everything a bathroom should have. Now everyone knows I don't show my face on my YouTube videos, and out of all the places, I don't know why I decided to show my face in here. Yeah, right, gotta have at least 1 million subscribers and earn a few millions from YouTube before I show my face. দেখাইরাম 1 ঘন্টা বা আসলে 2 ঘন্টা বাদে. So just got out the hotel, and in the last 2 hours a lot of things have happened. First of all, I called 5-star resort Grand Sultan to ask if they would let me come in to see the place as a visitor. Sadly, they said no, as they only allow a limited amount of people to come in to see the place. I then decided to go to the hotel manager and ask him if there was any way he can get me into Grand Sultan, and he said,
"You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes."
So yeah, I chose the red pill, and this is where all the craziness begins. The hotel manager named Wahid gave me a contact number and told me to go to Grand Sultan and call someone called Nazrul to see if I can come in. By the way, for some strange reason, the hotel manager also told me once I called the guy to tell him I'm from Chittagong. So much information and so much names to remember. I just hope I don't forget my own name. So after a lot of walking, finally got onto a CNG to go to Grand Sultan. CNG ride to Grand Sultan was absolutely amazing, and anyone that watches my videos regularly by now knows I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to Bangladesh, so I'll tell you a little bit about Sreemangal. Now, Srimangal in Bangladesh is one of the world's biggest tea producing nations in the whole world. Okay, fair enough. I think I made that up. And now I'll tell you something that I haven't made up. Srimangal truly is a beautiful place. So if you do ever get a chance to visit the place, make sure you do so. You know what? I got amli manche hoita. Srimangal jodi dekhsona te buzio kichjo dekhsona.
Moments later.
So just got to Grand Sultan and called this Nazrul guy, and he told me I can come in, but it would be nice if I used one of the restaurants in there. By the way, before calling this guy, the security guards came and had a word with me, and they go to me, "We understand you're from Chittagong, but originally you must be from Sylhet as you're speaking Sylheti." And I was thinking to myself, maybe I should have took the green pill instead of the red one. Anyway, let's go in and check out this amazing place. So just got in, and I always wondered to myself why these expensive resorts always have different country flags outside. Maybe I should call Nazrul and find out. Yeah, right, he'll probably try to offer me green or red pill. Now this place has a huge car park full of expensive cars, and the security guards obviously worked out I'm from abroad, and they probably expected me to come like this.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some pimpin' in it.
I did say that's how they expected me to come in, but reality was slightly different.
ये थोड़ा आराम चलाओ, ज़्यादा तेज चलाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है.
Anyway, enough joking around and just look at the size of this hotel. Now I'm not making this up, but I did do some research, and this place in total has 135 rooms. And I'm assuming one of their rooms is probably the size of the hotel I'm staying at. I think that's enough information about the hotel itself. Let's see if I can go inside and check it out.
A few inches later.
They really couldn't have picked a better name for this place, Grand Sultan, as everything in this place is so grand, and just look how beautiful the entrance to the hotel is. I bet you're thinking, is this guy being sponsored by Grand Sultan? And the answer to that is, I wish. By the way, forget going inside the hotel, they don't even let anyone go by the entrance. And I think that's fair, as people pay a lot of money to stay here, and it's only fair they get good service. You know what, now I'm beginning to think I'm being sponsored by Grand Sultan. Now I stayed in Grand Sultan for about 3 hours, and everything was so perfect, couldn't really fault a single thing. It made me think to myself, I wonder how Chef Ramsay would react to this place.
You French pig! Shut the place down!
I guess there's no pleasing Fagol Chef Ramsay. Anyway, Grand Sultan has several restaurants and several cafes, and I came across this one and decided to go up and check it out. By the way, just to let you know, this is the only restaurant you can use if you only come to see Grand Sultan. I have to say, this place is really nice, and even though we ate chicken biryani a few hours ago, the atmosphere was so nice we decided to sit down and order something light to eat. I'm not even gonna lie, this place is really expensive, but I guess it's expected as it's a 5-star resort. To give you an idea of how expensive it is, as you know, the last restaurant I went to, meal for two cost 240 taka. Well, here for 240 taka, you can just about get a cup of tea. Anyway, let me show you around this place. So I ordered a clear vegetable soup, and I know this is a food and travel channel, so I should try and explain my food, so I'll give you a go. It's got vegetables and it tastes average. By the way, that's the restaurant I was in a while ago, and I'm sure everyone by now knows I'm from UK. And let's be honest, everyone knows how good the exchange rate from pound to taka is, so before walking into the restaurant I was like... And now that I know how grand and expensive this place is, this is my state.
And you got any spare change? Man, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Anyway, this place is truly amazing, and if you haven't been here before, you have to come. By the way, if you do decide to come, just to let you know, there's no entrance fee, and also you don't need to worry about anyone asking you for a bribe, as in this place, no gush khawa khawi. There are many places you can't enter in Grand Sultan, as these are only available to paying guests. For example, they don't allow you to go inside the hotel. They also don't allow you to see or use the swimming pool, the golf area, and also the kids' play area. The shocking part of my visit to Grand Sultan was, even though I just come to see the place, all the staff were really well behaved and treated me really well. And also, I forgot to mention the main thing. If you do decide to stay here, price starts from 13,200 taka per night. And no, I told you before, I'm not being sponsored by Grand Sultan. Or am I? What do you think? Leave in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. The owner of this place really did not hold back when it comes to spending money, and the IT detail can be seen everywhere you look. I didn't get time to record, but the reason everything looks so clean and tidy is because, well, they must have at least 1,000 workers here, and that's not even an exaggeration because I saw 20 workers just cleaning the grass. Anyway, been here for a few hours now, getting quite bored. I'm just gonna use this small bridge as I can't swim to cross over to the other side. By the way, before I get out of this place, let me tell you something crazy. This place has an on-call doctor 24 hours a day, and we all know how difficult it is to find a good doctor in Bangladesh. Well, here's our idea. If you're in Bangladesh and you're not feeling well, then come to Grand Sultan, relax, and also get yourself checked out at the same time.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So, just got out from Grand Sultan, got onto a CNG, and let's fast forward this. 10-minute CNG journey. Scary walk to hotel room, looking out the window thinking about my life, and let's go downstairs and check out Sreemangal nightlife. What can I say about Bangladesh nightlife? Not much really, except it's exactly same as daytime, really busy and no place to move around. In all fair honesty, at this point I was really tired as I had a really long day and only stayed out for 20 minutes. So once again I'll fast forward and show you what I did. Saw a wedding shop, saw a fruit shop, couldn't make up my mind if I should buy some pots and pans or some mishti. Stood in the traffic and thought about where my life is heading. Saw a shop I recognized, went in, bought some burgers. So crazy. I wonder why I started talking like a robot towards the end of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the hotel now and go to sleep, so see you next morning.
The next morning.
So it's the day after. The day is really hot and just checked out from my hotel. I have to say, the people at the hotel were really nice and my stay wasn't good or bad, it was somewhere in between. If you do want to stay at this hotel, make sure you go to Google and check out their reviews so you get an idea of what the hotel's like. Anyway, Bangladesh is so crazy, just check this out. Some random guy selling some turkeys on the road. So yeah, after seeing the turkey, don't know why, but started feeling really hungry, so we decided to go and get a bite to eat. I decided to go to the same place I bought the burgers from yesterday night as it was really nice. It costs 100 taka each, so very reasonable, and it's the nicest burger I had in Bangladesh. I also ordered some mishti and good old kapdoi, or in English, kop yogurt. Yes, I know it's a lot of food for breakfast, but I told you before.
Can't stop eating. I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat.
In all fair honesty, it's the other way around. I'm happy when I do eat and I'm unhappy when I don't eat. Anyway, got the burgers in front of me. Now the craziest thing about this burger is, well, it's 2 in 1. As you can see, it's a fried chicken and a burger at the same time. By the way, when I say fried chicken, I mean literally a piece of fried chicken. They don't even take the bones out. Jamais pas le mort. So yeah, really wanted to say 1 hour later in French, but after studying French in school for 5 years, the only thing I learned to say was, my name is Omar. Anyway, just got on a rickshaw and I'm glad this rickshaw is electric powered as there's 3 of us. And normally I feel really bad as it must be difficult taking 3 people at the same time. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm actually going to Srimangal Zoo as I read a lot of good reviews about it on Google. The place is called Shitesh Babu's Chiriyakhana. Yeah, I know it sounds funny. Anyway, to get there it takes around 15 minutes with a rickshaw from Srimangal town centre. It did take quite long to get to the zoo, so I thought to myself, I might as well start up an unnecessary conversation with the driver.
ওটাও মনে সবচেয়ে নামিটা নামিটা
ইয়া পরে বিডিয়ারা একটা আছে
আচ্ছা
বিডিয়ারাটা হইলো আরো সুন্দর এটা বাগান সাইড আছে
আচ্ছা
কাবাতার বাগান
Now, this zoo was based quite deep into a Sreemangal village, and as you can see from the rickshaw, the scenery was amazing. And I'm sure by now everyone knows I love my greenery, and no doubt you're gonna call me a naturist, but what can I say, the heart wants what the heart wants. Anyway, before I get too emotional, let's speed things up. So finally here, and once I bought the tickets, I have to say I was really disappointed. Not because it's expensive, but because it's so cheap. It only costs 20 taka each to go in, and in all fair honesty, they should charge a lot more because this place is pretty decent, as you're about to see. Now, as soon as we entered the zoo, I saw an animal that I always wanted to see, a truly magnificent creature. And I wish I could say something like that, but in reality, we saw a bunch of deers. The zoo did have a wide variety of deers, but let's be honest, there's nothing fascinating about deers as they look like a bunch of sheep and goats to me. You know what agoramli manche hoita. Horin arbar একটা দেখার জিনিস হইলনি, হরিণ তো খাইবার জিনিস. Jamais pas le mort. As you can see, the zoo had an enormous fish tank, and you don't know this about me, but at one point in my life, and when I say one point, I mean last year, I was into buying huge fish tanks and collecting all different types of fish. And for all the Bangladeshi viewers out there, the answer is no, I wasn't collecting to eat them. By the way, I'm showing you this because in England you call this a dog, and in Bangladesh, well, I guess you call it a dog too, but they're really expensive to buy. The reason they are sometimes kept in the zoo is because Bangladesh dogs normally have no fur, and these ones I guess must be different breeds from abroad. Or it could be I'm making all of this up, who knows. Anyway, I didn't come here to show you fish and dogs, so let me show you something amazing. Now you better enjoy these footage of the bear, as I was here for around 40 minutes, and first 10 minutes he was asleep, and the rest of the time he kept on moving around and wouldn't look at the camera. Anyway, eventually he must have started feeling sorry for me as he finally started posing for the camera. Looking at this bear reminds me of an old saying, agoramli manshe hoita. Balluk arbar ekta dekhar jinish hoiloni, balluk to khaibar jinish. I wonder how they ate a bear. I guess the older generation must have been a bunch of daredevils like me. That wasn't me, by the way. Don't know what's wrong with my wife getting scared at Annie and everything. Ere, hundraini, balluk arbar ekta raibar jinish ni. Balluk or ufre uti ami gural lan duraita parmu. Amare sinchona. Anyway, I bet you're thinking this guy's spending a lot of time with the bear. Well, in every zoo there's one animal that fascinates everyone, and in this zoo it's the bear. By the way, they did have another bear in this zoo, and he was putting on one hell of a show for the people. Here he is, check it out. You know what? I'm sure this bear was putting on such a show because majority of the people in this zoo are paying more attention to the other bear. Anyway, let's check out another animal. Now this in English, I believe you call it a donkey. And the people of Bangladesh no doubt know this animal really well. As I'm sure at one point in all of our lives, we were called Gada Kunanor. Well, this is what they were calling us. I wonder why they use this animal's name as an insult, as it looks and behaves quite honorably. Now the strangest part of coming to this zoo was, I don't know if it's the time of the day, but for some reason all the animals were either tired, falling asleep, or pretending to be dead. Now this Shitesh Babu's Chiriyakhana isn't the biggest zoo in the world, but it does have a wide variety of animals. And yes, I know I spent a long time showing you the bears, so let's go and check out the rest of the animals. Okay, before I get out this place, I've just been told by one of the zoo workers that I should take a look at this new creature they imported from another country. Apparently there's supposed to be only one in the whole world, but can't seem to find it. Ah, here it is. Now this they call the pigger trump can normally be found in America, but they have it caged up here in Bangladesh. And the reason I'm speaking so quietly is because apparently if he wakes up, he's going to start acting all crazy. Oh no, what have we done? So yeah, that's pigger trump for you, and I think it's time for me to get out this place. By the way, that's the producer, director, editor of this YouTube channel, Mr. Ibrahim. Sad really, I do all the hard work and he gets all the credit. Marhaban, ana Omar, surirtu bil ikaika. So yeah, at one point in my life I tried to learn Arabic from YouTube and take a wild guess. Didn't get too far and the only thing I learned was, my name is Omar, it's a pleasure to meet you. Anyway, got on a rickshaw and arrived at the station as my train to Sylhet leaves in about 2 hours. So just got into Sreemangal train station. We got here a bit early to be honest, and I bet you're thinking, what's this on my hand? Well, my son Ibrahim got a bit too excited at the zoo, so bought him a chicken. The poor people of Bangladesh are truly simple-minded and nice, as once they saw me with the chicken, so many of them came up to me and said to me, make sure you don't let the chicken go as he will fly off and that's the end of your chicken. Anyway, we was actually waiting here for quite a while, but eventually our train came and we rushed to get on. We rushed so much to get into the train, and the funny part of it is there was a huge delay and we had to wait in the train for another 40 minutes. And as you can see, that's the train staff outside having a good old laugh. So eventually the train started moving and the journey back to Sylhet took around 3 hours, and on the way we got to see some beautiful scenery. Thanks very much for coming along with me on my journey. I do hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and also comment down below on what you thought of the video. And until next time, take care.